Guys, welcome back to another one on Chubby Football TV. Arsenal, Manchester City, 1-1, a draw. Listen, man, me, I take my time sometimes to do my own match review. I could have done it yesterday, immediately after the game, but, I like to simmer down. I like to take my time. So, apologies for the late review. Anyways, what's my take on the game? First of all, very end-to-end game with Arsenal dominating most of the possession. Arsenal really dominated. There's a lot to talk about this game. I could break this game down in like 3 different ways. So I'm even like, it's like a conundrum in my head right now on which way to break this game. But here we go, right? So Arsenal dominated the game for you guys that watched the game. Arsenal dominated majority of the possession, first half, second half, and it's crazy that it's like the junior brother now has become the big brother in a sense. I remember a couple of years ago, like 3-4 years ago, when Arsenal and Manchester City will play and Manchester City would completely dominate Arsenal, like 4-0, 5-0, destroy Arsenal. Like even if they beat Arsenal like 2-0, Arsenal fans, we feel like, okay, at least we did all right just to concede just 2 goals. But it's crazy how the tables have turned, in the sense whereby whoever thought that a Pep Guardiola would come to play Arsenal and his thing will be to defend, because that is all Manchester City were doing, defending. They were defending for their lives. After that first goal by Erling Haaland in I think the 9th minute or so, they were just defending all through, and they did defend well. I don't know. As you all know, I'm an Arsenal fan, right? I support Arsenal and I support Real Madrid. And obviously, I wanted Arsenal to win. I actually thought Arsenal were going to win the game. It's where Manchester City are right now. It's a good outcome for them that they drew the game. But it's not good for Arsenal, because the way it's looking, although like people have seen other reviews and people are acting like the season is over, Liverpool have lifted the trophy already, and it's not so. And I get where they are coming from, right? Because Liverpool they just seem to win every game, even if it's last minute, they end up just scoring for some reason. And these are the things of champions. They are now leading Arsenal with 5 points. I still think it's still a long way to go, and I still feel like Liverpool are going to drop points. So they're going to drop points. I don't see them going unbeaten. They're going to drop points at some points. Some points in the league, they're going to lose or they're going to draw. It's inevitable with the way they are playing, because sometimes Liverpool just seem to hang by a thread, but they seem to get the job done, and that is all that matters at the end of the day. Certain people that I would like to give credit to for the game. First of all, Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland was the thorn in Arsenal's flesh. His hold-up play has gotten better. Maybe it's probably something he worked on during the off-season, but his hold-up play has gotten really, really better. And we all know that Erling Haaland is an elite goal scorer, one of the greatest to ever do it, probably top 3 best in Premier League history, and that's a fact. I know when you see something great, you have to call it. He doesn't need to retire first for you to be like, oh, he's one of the best strikers he's one of the best. He's the fastest to reach 50 goals in the Premier League. Like, the guy is incredible. He's an incredible goal scorer. So it was a thorn in Arsenal's flesh. Another person that really did well was Jeremy Doku. Jeremy Doku was man. He gave Urian Timber a hard time. The guy is quick, he's skillful. He I remember during the game he nearly scored. There's one time he beat I think it was Gabriel one on one, and almost, I don't know if he was trying to pass the ball or square the ball, or was trying to slot it in the net, but he almost scored. And there's one time he gave Erling Haaland a very nice true pass, and Erling Haaland missed, but then Eze tried to clear the ball away, and it hit Declan Rice and almost went into the net. It was almost an own goal. So Arsenal were very, very lucky. Because Arsenal could have conceded 2 goals. 2 goals. Arsenal could have been very, very, very unlucky. So yeah, but Arsenal pressed. Arsenal really, really pressed them. At the beginning of the game with the lineup, I was kind of hesitant because I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, what is Arteta doing, playing 3 in quotes holding midfielders or defensive midfielders in Rice? Who else did he play in that? Zubimendi and what's the guy's name? What's his name? Rice, Zubimendi, and who was the third person he played? What's this guy's name? You know what I'm talking about, you guys, man. 3 holding midfielders, right? And I get it. I was confused because 3 holding midfielders against City. Why? When we need players that can create and attack, because there was no creativity in that midfield in the first half. No creativity. Odegaard isn't available. Arsenal has Eze. Why I didn't get why was Eze on the bench? Why was Eze on the bench? I see no point for Eze being on the bench when creativity was needed in that game. Creativity was needed in that game. You can't play Rice, Zubimendi, Moreno. Now I know that Moreno is good going forward. That is one of his strong points. He does it for Spain all the time. He's good when it comes to conversion. He can head the ball almost better than anybody. Do you understand? Like he's very good attacking wise, but as a holding midfielder, he's horrible because he even almost cost Arsenal a goal. Now I don't mind him coming in the second half. Whether it was even going to come in for Gyökeres, I wouldn't have minded that. But to start the game with 3 holding midfielders, I didn't get it. So second half, Saka came in for Noni, which Noni had a very good game as well. Noni was peppering City defenders. He was peppering them, but he even almost scored as well. So he had a good game as well. Then Saka came in second half. Who else came in second half? Saka came in. Martinelli came in, who scored the goal for Arsenal, and Eze came in second half. Yeah, so Arsenal pressed them for majority of 90 minutes. To be fair, City were on the ropes. They were on the ropes. At some point, they now removed Doku. They removed Haaland and started putting in like defenders and defensive midfielders and Arsenal. But the point is, you can pepper the opposition team as much as you want. What matters is scoring. And luckily for Arsenal, they left the game with at least 1 goal, the point. To me, I would have preferred Arsenal to win the game, but sometimes you live with a point and hope for the best next game. I think Arsenal's next game is against Newcastle. And Newcastle are no walk in the park. They'll be tough as well. They'll be very tough as well. They have a very good team. They have a very, very good team. Who else again? Who else gets my praise? I would say Martinelli. You know, you have to, as much of a horrible winger I think the guy is, he has saved Arsenal now in 2 games. You know, and I think that this is his best um position. I think he should be coming from the bench as a super sub. I don't want to see him start, irrespective of, yes, he's been incredible the last 2 games. This you know, his runs. Martinelli is somebody that you put in the game when the opposition team is tired, when they're tired, when their defensive, when their defenders are tired and knackered. Martinelli is the right person you put because he can run. The guy can run. He's like, he's a thorn in the flesh, you know, and here and there he can make good decisions and score a goal. So I think he's a super sub. He's best as a super sub. I don't want Arteta to get carried away and starting Martinelli. I still don't think he's that much of a good winger, but he's a good super sub. You put him like 70 something minutes, that type of, you know, that type of time. That's when you put like a Martinelli. So yeah, what else? What's any other interesting thing happened during the game? Donnarumma. That is somebody to have to give a big shout out to. Donnarumma. Donnarumma was fantastic. Fantastic goalkeeper. And with the way he's going to, he would be, if he keeps going like this, he would be a huge reason why City make top 4 this season and why they do well in the Champions League and, you know, other competitions. That's Donnarumma purchase. He would be a very instrumental reason why they do well in the league and Champions League as well, because he's an incredible shot stopper. He saved them a couple times that yesterday. He saved them. Madueke, he saved one shot from Madueke, from who else? Saved another from Eze, saved from Zubimendi. So the guy is an incredible shot stopper. Another person that I need to call out is Gyökeres, man. Gyökeres is looking like a bomb out here. Gyökeres is looking like an absolute bomb. I love the way he plays. Don't get me wrong. I love his hold-up play. I love how he drops back. I love how he presses. But this is looking like an absolute bomb, man. There are certain chances he should have scored yesterday. I remember there was a chance that I think it was a corner kick from Saka, and I think it was Trossard that almost volleyed the ball in the net, and you know, the ball came out to one of the Arsenal players, and they squared it to who did it come out to? I remember one of the Arsenal players the ball came out to, and he squared it to, I think it was maybe Trossard, and Trossard squared the ball, you know, in the box 18. Gyökeres was there. All he had to do was just tap that ball in empty net. All he had to do was tap that ball in empty net. And the guy was just, I don't understand. The guy is looking like a bomb out here, man. Gyökeres needs to step up. He really needs to step up, because the way it's looking, if somebody like Havertz comes back, that guy would have to sit on the bench, man. That would have to sit on the bench, because him sometimes playing as a striker, he's like shot one. It's like Arsenal is just playing with 10 men. The way the guy plays sometimes. But yeah, that's really my take on it. 1-1 is a good result for City, but isn't a good result for Arsenal, especially if they're chasing the league. And my opinion is, if Arsenal goes again this season without winning anything, Arteta has to go. Arteta has to go. Here, there's no excuse. He's been backed. He's been supported. He has to go. He has to go. If Arsenal is a serious team, if they are a serious team and they want to win trophies, you know, I think Arsenal, maybe the owners are comfortable with the fact that they are ending up second three years in a row they are making it to the Champions League semi-final. Maybe that might be good enough for the Arsenal management. Who knows? But if they are looking, if they want to look like a serious team that wins trophies, if Arteta doesn't win anything this season, he has to go. He has to go. He has to go. He's been backed. This man has been backed. It's been now 6 years now. He has nothing to show for it. He's one of the highest paid coaches in the world. Nothing to show for it. Like where they do that at? Like, you understand? Where did they do that kind of thing? He's if as a serious team, if you claim to be a serious team, like if imagine like in Madrid, you're a coach in Real Madrid, 6 years you haven't won anything. You won't even make it past the first year. You won't make it past the first year in Real Madrid. If Xabi Alonso doesn't win anything with Madrid this season, the tops he will be given is another season. Tops another season. And if he doesn't win anything, he's out. He's out. Same thing as like big teams like Bayern, like even Barcelona. Big teams like that, they don't, like even like a Chelsea. You're not going to remain. You're not going to have a job. But here, this guy is 6 years. He's been backed like almost £1 billion. Bought different players. Has nothing to show for it. Has nothing to show for it. Even the FA Cup he won, it was Emery that led Arsenal towards that final. So this guy has no excuse, man. He has no excuse. If he doesn't win anything with Arsenal, the Premier League, Champions League, if he doesn't even win something as little as a FA Cup or Carling Cup, man, get that man out. Get that man out of the club, man. Get him out of the club. And that is what my opinion is. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Like the video, comment, leave a comment section leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think, how the game went in your opinion, and do you think if Mikel Arteta doesn't win anything with Arsenal, he should have a job come next season, or he should be let go? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's build this channel together. And until next time, peace.